Have you ever played through The Sims 4 and thought to yourself, God, I wish my character could menstruate? Well, with the use of the mod Wicked Whims, now she can. Not only can she menstruate, but she can have explicit hanky-panky, and she can go through that wonderful female experience that is called having an abortion. There is a lot of people using this. In fact, there are 400,000 people playing it, or at least 400,000 times a day the game is launched, according to the mod author himself. Now, personally, I have not played a lot of Sims 4, but The Sims is a gaming series that I had a lot of experience with as a child. I used to plop down a pool, put people in that pool, and remove the ladder, so they would have to swim around in their own sadness and fear until they slowly drowned. I was a mean child. All of this information comes courtesy of the German website TAS, which I have translated using Google Translate. So I thought we'd read through the interview, cover the most interesting questions, and just learn a bit about the gooning of people, I suppose. TurboDriver answers, I can hardly believe it myself, but it's true. My mod can also be installed by players using burned versions, and there will be quite a few of them because the expansion packs are very expensive. Not everyone can afford that. Your mod is free to download. Why? You definitely earn more with a paywall. I don't know if that's true. I know from the Elden Ring modding community that modding, and not just the Elden Ring modding community, but the Skyrim modding community as well, it's huge. They very much frown upon these paywalls. TurboDriver says to this that, I don't think so. Quite the opposite. There's social pressure in the modding community to make content accessible to everyone. Sometimes social pressure is good. That creates respect and trust, especially when it comes to sexual needs that people explore with a mod. I don't want to be accused of profiting from those needs. A paywall would probably cost me a lot of supporters. So he's probably got our Patreon, or maybe he has like our coffee link. Well, besides the manufacturer, wouldn't like that, would they? Well, yeah, selling the mod would not be great, especially given the subject matter. Modding is a legal grey area. Electronic Arts has no objection, but only as long as the mods remain available for free. But people can support you voluntarily via Patreon. Here we go. How much do you earn? I currently have 15,800 paying members on Patreon. I'd rather not say how much I earn, but assuming everyone pays my standard, I understand that doesn't want to know, but here these are numbers. My standard contribution of 4.5 euros per month, I earn around 60,000 euros net. Don't you want to take the credit? Why are you appearing anonymously? My work is considered pornography, and therefore is a controversial topic. I'm afraid of the consequences. Yeah, I understand. I don't think he should have any issues here. I think he's providing a service, and I think a lot of people are in agreement with that. But, you only need one Karen to kick up a stink about this. Do you have to justify your work? Never in my personal life. Online, I mostly get positive feedback. Occasionally, someone shouts out a hate post into the vastness of social media, but I rarely receive direct criticism, which is the case for anyone who does YouTube or any sort of art and puts it online. Besides hanky-panky, your mod also includes abortion, sexually mutated. You can get STDs in this game. Do you see yourself as an educator? No, not intentionally anyway. Anyone playing a life simulation wants it to be as realistic as possible. That's the goal I pursue with Wicked Whims. The educational aspect of it is a side effect. I still get questions about menstruation. The most confusing thing is that Sims have very different fertility levels depending on when they're in their cycle. Of course, as a man, I had to do some research when I programmed that part of the mod, but I would have thought that women would already know about it. Do you see yourself as a feminist activist? No, I think he just answered that question. I listen to my community and try to implement their wishes. That has nothing to do with activism. Yeah, he's just trying to hit a certain level of reality in the game. Making legal abortions available as a game option is definitely a political decision today. He's also just mirroring what's happening in the real world. What are your next plans for Wicked Whims? I don't usually reveal what I'm working on, that way the community immediately has expectations I might not be able to meet, but since I'm already quite far along with my current project, I'll give you a little spoiler. I'm working on a new profession. Cam girl. That's it. Kisses.